To the big leagues. This is the GA9050. I just unscrewed the cover for the carbon brush, and this is a brush number 204, and I think it's actually brand new because there are some ridges in here, but if we grab our light so we can actually see something, let's angle it down over here. If we turn the machine, the rotor inside also moves, and unless I'm mistaken, there are no ridges in there that can actually make this pattern. The carbon brush goes in like this. It's being pushed down by the spring and the cover cap. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one back in, screw it back on, and check on the other side. There is some dirt in there, I guess. You can actually hear it scrape a little bit. I'm gonna brush that off later. Maybe just use one of those new caps. Got the new ones anyway, so why not? And then you take out the carbon brush. Yeah, this is also new, so I don't know what's happening, but I guess someone revised like all of the machines to get them in like working order. Maybe a yearly checkup and just replaced all the carbon brushes or whatever, because all of these have got new carbon brushes. Should have checked before I ordered, but at least now I have spares, so that's also nice. So yeah, this also goes back in. We'll put the cap back on and change hand of camera because I'm not as ambidextrous as I would like. And just thread the cap back on and slight pressure. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much pressure. Oh, there we go. Good enough. So yeah, I'm still waiting on the replacement parts for the handle and the cap, and once that comes in, we'll be good to go. I actually misjudged this part. I thought, there goes another screwdriver. I actually thought this was part of the machine, but we actually have two nuts already, and well, I guess this is used with a normal wrench because it's flat on the top, so we're actually good to go with this machine if we want. It even has some part numbers written in there that I can't read. Well, remember in the auction video that I said I didn't find any Bosch parts yet? Well, guess again, this is a Bosch part. Yeah, we did find some after all. Anyway, gonna put those back on, and I'll see you guys when I use, well, or try to dismantle the fourth machine, or I get any other new spare parts in. So I got a package today. Let's open it up. A simple way to do this. Yes, there is. Seems to have already been opened by the store to check the contents, I hope. That's it. So what do we have here? We've got a cap for the Makita, handle also for, well, both Makitas, for the the grinder, big angle grinder, and then a foot for the saber saw. So let's just, actually it doesn't matter, it's going to get really dirty anyway. Let's see if it fits. It's going to fit. We all know it's going to fit. This is big angle grinder. So this is a grinding cover plate, and mostly it is used for if you don't use the, and now I need to think properly what it's called, a cutoff wheel. Yeah, cutoff wheels. Those are basically, let's see, well, these aren't the right size, but these aren't the right discs. So yeah, this is for different size angle grinder, but you basically have these small discs which you can use to cut through stuff, usually metal, and you need to have a covered one, so one that is covered over here. But the other type of disc is usually a thicker disc that you can use on the side, although most manufacturers don't recommend it to grind and scratch up surfaces. But yeah, usually even the thicker ones are also used to cut through stuff. You just need to check the ratings on your discs themselves. So yeah, but these guys are too small to go on that one. We have bigger discs for that one. Okay, so we figured it out. You have these locking nuts, and they actually fit over here to drop down into the groove. So you have a ridge, a groove, and a ridge, and then the ridge on top actually is able to depress into, and you turn it in place and lock it down. That actually makes sense. You turn it into place, and it can't get lifted off anymore. It actually needs to be on the correct spot to lift it off, and then you just tighten it down so it can't move anymore. That's great. So now we just have this guy. I am right-handed, so we'll fit it in over here. It has the new plastic feeling to it. That's great. I think there is a little bit of dust and grime in there. Yes, but the thread is still okay. And over here as well. It's great. Just to make sure I don't damage the threads if there is something in the way. And there we go. We have a big functional machine. That's great. I already checked the carbon brushes. You do that by putting a screwdriver in here, unthreading it, and then the carbon brushes pop out. I do need to clean it still. Might be able to see there is quite a lot of dust over here. And then on the other side you have the same carbon brush, but they were still brand new. So yeah, I'm happy. This machine is ready to be used again.